Well, it's Friday the 27th of October. It's about 9:30 in the morning and I'm here in Istanbul. Just behind me here is the city and just over here somewhere is the bridge, well, one of the bridges which crosses from Europe into Asia, joining the two continents. So I have been here for probably just under 24 hours now. I rolled in yesterday afternoon, and it was a fairly cruisy ride in from that little cafe that I was staying at with the mafia the other night, although it was a bit of a slow start with a bit of a hangover in the morning. But yeah, not too many issues coming into Istanbul. There was a ludicrous amount of traffic as I approached it, but I managed to avoid most of it by sticking to some bike paths which were kind of hidden, but there are some here in the city, and I was following a route recommended by Ahmet, who was a Turkish guy I stayed with last night when I arrived. So he suggested a route that I followed to get to his place, and it worked pretty well, but about halfway there the route went straight through a military base. Again, there's a lot of military bases in Turkey, I've realized, and Komoot doesn't usually realize that, so I had to go off route and then go onto the highway for a few kilometers, which was very hectic and pretty scary, but I made it without too many issues. And then I was welcomed by Ahmet into his little apartment, and we shared dinner together, which was a really nice welcome into the city, and enjoyed spending the night with Ahmet. So thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure. And he had to go to work very early this morning, so we both left his place this morning, and he lives in kind of the outskirts or the outer part of the city. So I spent the first couple of hours today riding into the heart of the city, which is where I am now, sitting on the edge of Europe, actually. Look, I really can't, this is the last video I'm going to do. I've decided, this is the end of the trip, as it was planned, and I suppose this video is supposed to be something, deep and meaningful and monumental in a sense, but I really can't bring the words at the moment. It's kind of too much to take in. I need some time to process it. As I said in the video yesterday, it's been about 8,500 kilometers, 17 countries and 2 continents over about 110 days since I started cycling in Trondheim in Norway. So really it's been mind-boggling, all the things that I've seen. The beauty of traveling on a bicycle is that you're immersed in the environment 24 hours a day. Even when you're sleeping at night, if you're in a tent, there's only a thin layer between you and the outside. So I have been immersed in it pretty much the whole time, and I would say I've camped probably maybe 90 out of those 110 days. So I'm pretty used to it at this point, and it's like I said, it's been it's hard to remember everything that's happened on this trip, because every day's been so full. There's been some days have been more exciting than others. It's been a roller coaster for sure, but every day something has happened, and that's something that I can feel really grateful for, is that it has been a tough trip. in many ways. Probably mentally more than anything, just all the time spent alone, and particularly in countries where you can't talk to people because they don't speak the same language or because of cultural differences, and feeling lonely a lot of the time. So it has been a roller coaster, but I can feel so grateful for the fact that I lived every day as full as I could have, and that's something you don't get to do very often. So I feel very lucky to have been able to do that, and lucky to have been able to basically take this adventure on, have the opportunity to do it, have the time, given the time off from work by my boss Mark, and given the opportunity to come back if I want to. My parents supporting me in this trip. They've been very supportive the whole time, so I'm very thankful to them for that. And just having the privilege of the money, the time, the support from friends and family to do such a trip like this. I'm very very lucky, and I acknowledge that. So at the moment, that's probably all I'm going to say, but I might write something about it and post it online, or maybe I won't, I don't know. I feel like I have some things to say, but it will take me some time to kind of concrete them in my head. I lost my train of thought, sorry. At the moment, I feel very proud of what I've done. The distance I've covered, the things I've seen, and everything I've learnt along the way. But it does feel like a bit of a sad moment, actually. I feel a bit melancholic about the whole thing because it's coming to an end. And I'm not really sure what to do next. I'm not sure what's going to happen. And that's exciting, but it's also scary. So I guess that's life, isn't it? So I'll wrap this video series up at this point. I hope that people have enjoyed watching these videos. I hope that I'll enjoy going back and watching them as well. And I hope I've inspired some people to do something that they didn't think was possible. They didn't think they could do it. Because really, all I've done is ride a bike. It's not that hard, actually. I don't feel like I've done anything special. It's just the only reason I've been able to do it is because of all the other people around me who have supported me to ride my bike. So thanks to everyone who's commented and followed and been a part of this trip. It's really meant a lot to me, and I hope I can say something a bit more meaningful in the future about it. So thanks again. That's it. Bye.